Welcome to the 19th video in this series, making a 2D swarm shooter with C++ and Raylib. So this video is going to be a fairly straightforward one, actually. What I want to do is upgrade the waves a little bit to make the gameplay a little bit better. We have a couple of issues. One of those is we can simply do what I'm doing here, wander around for a while until we've got the enemies sort of retargeting all in a nice bunch, a bit like a flock of sheep. And then we can go and sit in a corner somewhere. So I'll go down here and just spray bullets in the general direction of the enemies. And we're going to start wiping all of them out quite easily because they're all coming at us in more or less a straight line. So the way to force the player to not be able to do that is actually to put a timer on the waves, and the player then has to eliminate all of the enemies before the timers run out. Later on, also the player will have to collect some pickups as well, and this will make the player have to be the aggressor rather than just running away and getting the enemies to approach in a straight line. The other thing we're going to do is, if I kill the last one here, we can see that they start spawning in straight away for the next wave. It would be nice to have a bit of a sort of delay with some get ready text or something like that. So I'll press Q to close that down and close down the terminal. So to start off, let's open up our game config, and below the waves here, we'll put in a constant expression float for a wave time limit. So we've got up to 45 seconds for the current wave. Then go into game.hpp, and down the bottom here, we can add ourselves a wave time, which can be 0 by default. Then let's go into the implementation, and inside here somewhere we have a start wave. I'll go to the outline here, there it is. And here we'll set the wave number, and we can set then the wave time to be equal then to our game config wave time limit. Then let's find where we're updating our waves. So that's here. We now want to take the delta time into this. So at the top, we'll put a float and a dt for the delta time. And the first thing we'll do is reduce our current wave time. So we'll say that our wave time minus equals dt. And then if our wave time has expired, so it's less than 0, then we can set our game state to be equal to our game state game over. And we'll return. We have no more updates to do because the game is now over. We've lost because the wave ran out of time. Otherwise, we can check if the batch is complete and then go and start the next wave. Now we've got some red here, and the reason for that is we've changed the signature of the update waves here. So I'm going to copy that and go to the game.hpp, and where we have our update waves, let's drop this in here and go back into the game.cpp. We're going to have some more red now down here somewhere in the update, because we need to send in the delta time. And then to be able to see this in action, let's actually add this then to our HUD. So in the outline again, let's find the draw HUD, there we are. And we'll add this into this section here, I think. Later on, we're going to separate things out, so we have a sort of debug HUD and let's say a game HUD as well. And then alongside the wave number, we can also add then WT, which is going to be the wave time. We'll make that percentage 0.1f, I think, and S for seconds. And then below here, then we can add in our wave time. So I'll do Control-S to save. So I'll put extra space in there. If we then go and run the application, hopefully now we see down the bottom the wave counting down. And when the time runs out, it should then be game over. So we have our HUD. So what I'm going to do is actually just walk around here, shoot the odd enemy and wait for the time to run out. And we should then see that we have a game over. And there we go. The wave ran out of time and we've got the game over with the press R to restart. Cool. So if I press R, we should restart. Yep, wave 1 and our enemy spawning in and our wave timer has started. One thing I did notice is when it was game over there, it did actually go into minus because it's gone below 0 to detect when the wave is over. So let's fix that very quickly. I'm going to press Q to close this down and to close down the terminal. In the update waves then, when the game state is game over, we'll set then the wave time back to 0.0f. So now let's put ourselves a pause between the waves. So we'll go to the game config again, and in the waves here, we'll put ourselves a constant expression float, and that's going to be a wave pause, which we can make 2 seconds. Then into the game HPP, we'll add ourselves a boolean for if the wave is running, true or false, and we'll add ourselves a pause timer. Then let's go to game.cpp, and then when we start a wave, we can set that the wave running is equal to true, and we'll set the pause timer to be equal to 0.0f. Now let's go into the update waves, where we're going to need to adapt this a tiny bit. So now when the batch completes, we actually want to start our pause timer. So we're going to say that the wave is no longer running, so we'll set that equal to false, and we'll set the pause timer equal to 0. And we only want to do all of this if the wave is actually running. So at the top here, then we'll set if wave is running. And then we can take this code here, cut it and paste it into here and tab it along. Otherwise, if a wave is not running, we'll increment our pause timer. Then if our pause timer is greater than our game config wave pause, then we can start the next wave. So let's run the application, and what should happen now is we should notice a distinct pause between waves. We don't have one yet at the start, they'll spawn in instantly. What I'm going to do now is run around, speed things up, kill the enemies of this wave, and hopefully then we see a little bit of a pause of a couple of seconds. Okay, so we have the last enemy on the screen here. The minimap has helped a lot with this, so I'm going to kill that one. And yeah, there's a pause, and yeah, we're spawning in. Cool, that worked really well. All right, so I'll press Q to close that down and close down the terminal. Okay, so now what we need is something to tell the player that the pause is actually going on, so some get ready text or something like that. And at the same time, we should also put a pause when the game first starts. At the moment, the first wave is spawning in instantly. So let's go to the game.hpp, and we're going to change the wave here to 0. Then in the constructor for game.cpp, all the way at the top here, we won't start the wave here. And basically what will happen now is because the wave isn't running, because its default value is false here, we're going to game.cpp and go to update waves. This will automatically start the pause timer. And with wave being 0, it'll then become 1 and we'll start the first wave after a couple of seconds when the game starts. So let's make sure this is okay. So I'll press F5 to run this. And as soon as the game starts, we should see nothing for a couple of seconds. Good, don't see anything, and now we do. Good, all right then, so press Q to close that down, close down the terminal. Let's now add ourselves a little bit of UI so we can actually see a get ready on the screen or something like that. So I'll go back to game.hpp, and then below the draw game over overlay, let's add another one called draw get ready overlay. Then go to the game.cpp, and down here where we have the draw game over overlay, I'll add our new one up here. So that's void draw get ready overlay. It's going to be code very similar to what you've seen before. So we're going to get our title, which is going to be the wave and then the wave number. Then we'll measure our title text, just like we have down here. In fact, what I'm going to do is take this code from here and drop this in here. And I think I'll change the red for white and then be a little bit naughty. So I'm going to do the same thing as we've done here and paste this in here. We could actually think about extracting both of these into a separate function, but we'll leave it like this for now because we're going to do a game HUD later on anyway, which is a bit different. But instead of press R to restart, we can put get ready. I think that's a little bit more handy. And we can leave everything else exactly the same. Maybe we'll put this in grey. And then we want to draw this when we're playing and the wave is not running. So going down to the game.draw, let's get hold of this. I'll copy this and paste it here. And if the game state is equal to game state playing and there's no wave running, then we can draw our get ready overlay. And then before we test this out, I've actually thought there's one more thing I do want to check. The game restart here. Have we? No, we haven't done anything inside here, have we? So here we want to remove the start wave from here, and instead we'll set our wave running as equal to false. The wave we're on is going to be 0, and the pause timer will be 0. So let's run this, and we should see now that we have a get ready on the screen telling us that wave 1 is coming up for a couple of seconds. And we do. Cool. Wave 1, get ready, and it's gone. So what I'd like to do then is I'll speed this up. I want to quickly get rid of the enemies. Okay, and we've got wave 2 and a pause, and we're ready to go again. Good. That looks really good. So I'll close that down with a Q. Didn't really like the position of that, I have to say. Being in the middle of the screen on top of the player was interfering, I think, a little bit. So I'd like to find the function here. Where are we? Draw the get ready overlay. And let's put this base height divided by 4 and base height divided by 4 here and see if that's a little bit better. So I'll press F5 to run the application. And here we go. And okay, that's a lot better in terms of the position. All right then, so I'm going to quickly play through this once more and speed it up just to make sure that it is working. Okay, so we're coming into the last enemy then, end of this wave, and yes, wave 2, get ready, and then go. Cool, that's added a lot to the game, I think, with that nice pause there. All right then, so I'll press Q to close that down, and close down the terminal. And I think that's a good place to stop this video. That's another feature done, and the waves, I think, are a little bit nicer, and also it's nice with the labels on the screen as well. Next video, we're going to turn our attention to something new in the game, and that's going to be our pickups. And we're going to also then extract some of the repeated code that we've got and make something called a pull object. So thanks very much for watching this one. Comments, questions, welcome as always on YouTube, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one.